Welcome into the DFS Den. It's Dave Eddy here, aka Corporal Eddie on Twitter. Work's been kicking my ass here lately, so I apologize for the inconsistency on the videos. But I did want to wish you a happy National Iced Tea Day here as we kick things off. If you do like iced tea, go ahead and drop a like on this video for me. I want to keep track of who's drinking that tea. But speaking of tea, let me get you the tea on today's slate. And we're going to start with pitching. And this is going to be a bit of a unique one for me today because there's a lot of guys that I like. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 guys currently in my player pool. And 6 of those guys face each other. And, when we're talking about an 11-game slate, as much as I like 2 pitchers, if they're facing each other, I'm gonna make it a max of 1 per lineup because you're gonna have to have a pretty healthy score if you want to take something down. And just the odds of both pitchers in the same game, giving you that high of a score is pretty slim because only one of them at most can get the win. So for that reason, I have to choose between Aaron Nola and Bobby Miller today. And it's a tough one because I'm telling you right now, my heart says Bobby Miller. He's just been absolutely fantastic here so far. 3 games, all over 20 points. He's been absolutely fantastic. Now I don't know if today's the day that it ends or not, but I'm playing the ownership game today because Bobby Miller's looking to be at 20% or so, and Aaron Nola I can get at half that price, or I'm sorry, half that ownership. Price wise, there's a big gap here on DraftKings. Bobby Miller's coming in at $7K, and Aaron Nola's all the way up at $10,300. Aaron Nola's the 3rd highest expensive pitcher on the slate. So, do what you want there between one or the other. Like I said, I'm leaning Nola because of ownership. I'll happily pay up a little bit more. You know that at pitching. And obviously, I think he's a little bit more of a sure thing. But, man, hard to argue against Bobby Miller. Anyways, enough talk about those guys. So with Aaron Nola, the other guys that I'm looking to pair him with in a lineup, Sandy Alcantara, even though he hasn't been the Sandy Alcantara that we think about. He does have a decent matchup here against the White Sox. I really like Nathan Eovaldi today. He's going up against Tampa Bay on the road. Those are 2 guys who are going to be fairly high in ownership. I think Sandy's going to be the highest owned. I think Eovaldi probably going to be, in the top 5. And then Cole Irvin is a guy who slides in here. Not a guy who typically we are, rostering. He's given up, 6 earned runs in 2 of his last 4 games. But he's a guy who's been getting about a strikeout in the inning, oddly enough. Now, granted, he's only been going like 4, but he's also facing a Kansas City team that likes to strike out. Not a very good offense there. So the ownership is going to be a little bit lower on him. I don't mind taking some chances there. And then, of course, Bobby Miller, who I talked about earlier. Those are the guys that I'm most interested in. So do with that what you will. On the hitting side of things, San Diego is just going to be astronomical chalk. They're on the road against Kyle Freeland. Kyle Freeland is kind of hit or miss, mostly miss. He's alternated negative and positive scoring games here recently. So Coors Field is always popular, of course. And then you got a team like San Diego, who's going to run out there Machado and Tatis and guys like that. So it's going to be hard to get away from them. So with that being said, looking at Manny Machado as a guy that, I'd like to build around. He's got 2 of his last 4 games. He's had at least 17 points. Only one of those has got a home run in the last 4 there. So maybe he's due for another one. He had one last night in Coors Field. And then I'm looking to get a little bit different, I think. Let me look at ownership here real quick. Okay, not so different. Manny Machado is looking to be about top 5 in ownership. The reason I'm kind of off Tatis a little bit, just for the record, is first of all, he's $1,000 more. I know, kind of whatever. We can always make salaries work if we need to. But the ownership game here, again, Tatis is looking to come in around 30%. That's very high for a hitter, especially on an 11-game slate. Another guy who hit a home run last night. So about 30% for Tatis, whereas I can get Machado for a little bit under 20%. Again, not a huge difference. And because of where they're going to bat in the lineup, odds are a lot of times I will have them both together. But I am going to give a nod to Machado because, again, especially if you're playing chalk, you do like to get a little bit different if and when you can. So if you're playing a lot of San Diego today, then don't play Bobby Miller with them. Play Aaron Nola. Just as an example, suggestion for playing single entry there. Anyways, like I said earlier, other guy that I'm looking at here, I thought might be a little on the sneakier side of things, but when I look, he's going to be in the top 10 of ownership, and that's Jace Peterson. Nice lefty versus righty matchup here against Julio Teheran. Now, Julio has actually been pitching pretty well here. He's been up with the Brewers here for 3 games, gone at least 5 innings, given up a combination of 0, 1, and 2 runs in those 3 games. He's been striking some guys out a little bit too. Now, granted, he had the 1 game with no strikeouts, but the other 2 he's had 5. So not too worried about Julio Teheran, though. I feel like that's a little bit of a flash in the pan. And we know Jace Peterson's going to be batting right in the middle of that order, probably 5 or 6. And he's had at least a double-digit effort in 3 of the last 5. One of those being a 2-home run game where he exploded for 45 points. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at today. Might even throw out a second video here for you for an afternoon slate at 4 o'clock. We'll see how things go there. But hopefully you've enjoyed this video here today. You're happy to see me back. I need you to pop over here, subscribe to that channel, turn on the notifications so you get an alert every time a new video comes out. Appreciate you tuning in. Drop a like on here, and we'll see you for the next one.